Uncertainty looms in South Africa's sugar industry, following the United States' imposition of 30% tariffs on the country's products. The industry, valued at around 25 billion rand, supports over 300,000 jobs in a country plagued by unemployment rates. The sector, which already faces rising production costs and competition from cheap imports, is now being confronted with limited access to one of its major export markets.
This tariff thing now that has been imposed by Trump, it's going to have a negative effect in our operations, because now the price that we are selling the cane to the outside countries, it's going to be more. We have to have 30% more of the price, of which the customers will have to compare now which one is cheaper. Eventually they'll go for a cheaper price, and then it will affect us. They won't buy our sugar.
Despite only accounting for 5% of total sugar exports, the US is a significant market for South Africa, with over 24,000 tons of sugar being exported annually. However, the South African Sugar Association says the recent implementation of reciprocal tariffs will make navigating trade agreements challenging.
We are unable to recuperate the losses of the reciprocal tariff from other markets. So we'll be able to sell the sugar to another market, but not at the same level that we've enjoyed previously before the reciprocal tariff under AGOA and the other trade agreements.
South African Cane Growers Association echoed a similar sentiment, saying the tariffs will also negatively impact the farmers.
Sugarcane farmers in South Africa get paid a revenue share of the sugar that's sold. So essentially, we require to fetch the best price for all the sugar that we produce, so that we get a share of that. And when you have, for instance, a tariff like this that's going to reduce the price of a consignment of sugar, we get paid less as farmers as well. When we have imported sugar coming into our country and displacing our locally produced sugar, we also feel a loss from that, because we are not selling our sugar in the local market. We now have to export our locally produced sugar into a loss-making international market.
The association also encouraged the South African government to negotiate with Washington to reach a feasible trade deal.
So we would really urge government to conduct themselves seriously with the Trump administration right now and try and come up with a deal, because if we don't have good trade relationships with the US, it's going to be detrimental not just to our sector but to many others as well, because at the bottom line, United States is one of the largest markets in the world, and I think for almost any commodity that you're trading in.
Until a deal can be struck, the industry continues to face significant challenges, and local producers may be forced to find alternative markets to stay afloat. Bonolo Maribe, SABC News.